I've learned you can uncover a lot about someone by playing tennis with them. On the court, I've seen polished guys who carry that same grace off the field, true gentlemen in every sense. But I've also watched a guy display the worst sportsmanship I've ever seen, taunting his best friend mid-match. No shock then when he later ditched his family to chase another man's wife. And then there was Jack Thornton. Jack was a hulking figure, a former football star at Oregon State until a knee injury sidelined him. After surgery patched him up, he traded the gridiron for the tennis court. But he played like he was still tackling opponents, blasting serves and charging the net like a linebacker. His smashes from the baseline were ferocious, but I could beat him. I'd glide to the net, pressuring him until he'd overswing, sending the ball soaring over the back fence. His line calls, let's just say doubt, always favored Jack. He'd argue every close shot, claiming it was in his favor. It drove me crazy, but he was obsessed with challenging me. Losing to a lean guy like me, 6 feet tall but wiry compared to his 6'3", 250-pound frame, gnawed at him. I'm not small, but next to Jack I looked like a lightweight. No surprise I didn't love playing him. Problem was, avoiding him was tough. We both lived in Willow Creek, a ritzy neighborhood north of Portland. This town's a tennis hub, and our community revolved around the Willow Creek Club, with its pool-pristine courts, and teams competing in the Portland Tennis League. Jack was everywhere, booming, laugh-larger-than-life presence. But the club also introduced me to great people like my mixed doubles partner Lila Bennett. I met Lila through my wife Claire. Claire's a Pilates instructor, and half of Willow Creek's residents flocked to her studio, including Lila. Claire wasn't into tennis, but when she heard Lila needed a partner, she played matchmaker. Lila and I had been a team for a year, and today's match was across town at Silver Ridge. To save gas in Saturday's brutal traffic, I offered to drive. As Lila stepped out her front door, I couldn't help but wonder why she was still single at 34. She'd lost her husband in a car crash 4 years ago, and after years of grief she'd thrown herself into Claire's Pilates classes and rediscovered tennis, a sport she'd loved in high school. The result? A striking woman with sleek dark hair, a toned figure, and a quiet strength. I figured someone like Lila would have suitors lining up, but she kept telling Claire she hadn't found the right guy. "Hey, Lila," I called as she slid into my car. "Ready to crush it today?" She flashed a grin. "You bet, Ethan. I've been itching for this rematch." We strategized as I merged onto I-84, but my phone's buzz cut through our chatter. "Hey, Ryan, you're kidding. No, that's fine, we'll reschedule." Lila shot me a puzzled look as I took the next exit, looping back toward home. "That was our opponent," I explained. "A freak rain shower hit Silver Ridge. Courts are unplayable. Portland's notorious for these pop-up storms drenching one neighborhood while the sun blazes miles away." Lila's face fell. "Damn, I was pumped for this. Tell you what I said, let's hit the club. We can practice, maybe find someone to rally with." As we pulled into Willow Creek, I swung by my house. "Gotta grab the club fee check," I told Lila. "Be right back." I'd written it last night, left it on my dresser, easy find, but as I crept down the hallway, strange sounds stopped me cold. Moans, gasps. "Oh, please, more." Claire's voice. My heart plummeted. What the hell? I inched toward the bedroom, peering through the cracked door. Claire was on our bed, with another man. The world tilted. I couldn't move, couldn't breathe. My wife was betraying me. Then the man shifted, lifting Claire's legs, and I saw his silhouette. Jack Thornton. Her cries pierced me. Oh God, yes, I stumbled back, gut-punched the room, spinning. My first instinct was to charge in, fists flying. But what good would that do? They'd already shattered me. Jack was a tank. I'd land one punch maybe before he'd crush me. No, I needed something smarter. Then I remembered Lila waiting in the car. Shit. I had to get her home, then deal with this. Dazed, I shuffled back to the car, sliding into the driver's seat. Lila's eyes widened. "Ethan, you okay?" I gripped the wheel knuckles white, unable to speak. I drove to her place in silence, parking with a jolt. "Sorry, Lila," I mumbled, staring ahead. "Can't play today." Her voice softened with worry. "What's wrong? What happened?" I stayed mute, jaw locked. She reached over, killed the engine, and snatched my keys. "I'm not letting you drive till you tell me." When I didn't budge, she tugged my arm. "Come inside." "Talk." Numb. I followed her into her cozy living room. She handed me a glass of ice water, her eyes searching mine. I sipped mechanically, the cold stinging my throat. She took my hand. "Ethan, what happened?" "The dam broke." I slumped into her couch, voice cracking. "It was Claire. And Jack. In our bedroom. Together." Lila gasped, her hand flying to her mouth. "No, Claire wouldn't." Tears burned my eyes, spilling over. I never thought she would either. Lila's voice trembled. "Could it be something else?" Anger flared. "She was on her back, Lila, with Jack between her legs. Tell me how I got that wrong." She winced at my bitterness. "I'm so sorry, Ethan. I didn't mean—" Pain surged again. And Jack Thornton, of all people, that loudmouth brute, how could she let him near her? I froze, a new realization hitting. Wait, he's been taking Claire's Pilates classes. She never told me. Lila's eyes widened. "He's in her class." My voice dripped with sarcasm. "Thanks for the heads up, Claire." Lila looked stricken. "Ethan, I had no idea. I'm sorry." I sighed, deflating. "No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap. It just hurts." She squeezed my hand gently. "I can't imagine how you feel." I stood restless. "I gotta go back, figure out what's happening." Lila's voice was firm. "Don't do anything rash, Ethan. Promise you'll update me." I nodded, thanking her, and drove home, dread pooling in my gut. What waited for me, I rehearsed questions, braced for Claire's tears or denials. Would Jack still be there? Adrenaline surged as I stepped into the kitchen. Claire appeared, wrapped in a robe, hair turbaned in a towel. "You're back early," she chirped. "How was the match? Rain canceled it," I said flatly, staring at her. She tilted her head, sympathetic. "Bummer." Bet Lila was disappointed. I couldn't stand her small talk. "They told us about the rain right after we left," I said, voice low, "so I came back home." Her eyes flickered, but her face stayed calm. "I saw you and Jack. Together." Her reaction floored me. No tears, no panic, just a quiet, "I'm sorry you had to see that." My voice shook with disbelief. "That's it. You're cheating on me and all you've got is sorry you saw it." No apology. "How long's this been going on?" She crossed her arms, sighing. "Sit down, Ethan." I glared. "I'd rather stand. Suit yourself." She pulled out a chair, her calm infuriating. "We were going to tell you soon, but I guess this speeds things up. I'm leaving you. Jack and I are in love. I'm moving in with him. We'll marry once our divorce is finalized." My legs buckled. I sank into a chair, stunned. She stood abruptly. "Wait here." She returned with a stack of papers, sliding them across the table. "This doesn't have to be ugly. I don't want alimony. I took our joint savings, but you keep the house. It's a better deal than court. Sign and we move on." I stared at the divorce papers, incredulous. "You've seen a lawyer. What about our 11 years together?" Her voice softened, but it cut deeper. "I'm sorry, Ethan. It wasn't planned. It just happened. Please accept it. Accept it," I roared. My wife's sleeping with Jack Thornton in our bed and I'm supposed to accept it. She stood frowning. I'd hoped you'd be more mature about this. She walked back to the bedroom. I sat staring at the papers, my world unraveling. That morning I'd have sworn I had a solid marriage. By afternoon, my wife was gone in love with another man. Her phone beeped. I overheard her murmur, "He saw us. It'll be fine." She reappeared, dressed, clutching an overnight bag. "Since you're pushing this, I won't stay tonight. Jack's picking me up. We'll come back Monday while you're at work for the rest of my things." "Just like that?" I asked, voice hollow. "What do I tell our friends?" She sighed. "Jack and I aren't hiding like criminals. We'll keep socializing. We might even hit the Willow Creek Gala tomorrow. Everyone will know then." A car horn blared. She glanced out. "Jack's here." As she opened the door, she leaned back. "Sign the papers, Ethan. Sooner's better for everyone." Then she was gone. I don't know how long I sat there, emotions crashing like waves, rage, grief, betrayal. Memories of our happy years flooded me, then questions. What did I do wrong? How had I missed this? I told myself I'd treated her like a queen, yet here I was alone. My phone jolted me. Lila's voice was soft. "Ethan, you okay?" "She left me," I admitted. "I'm not okay." She sighed. I heard. "Jack's bragging at the club." My stomach twisted. Already by Sunday I called our men's team captain, bailing on practice. "Got personal stuff," I said. I heard he replied gently. "Take care." I spent the day hiding, replaying our marriage. When had it gone wrong? Claire had loved me when we married fresh out of college. I'd proposed during Christmas break. Her fitness major and infectious charm had won me over instantly. We'd built a cozy life in Portland, great job for me, her aerobics gig, then her own studio. We'd bought our dream home in Willow Creek, saved for a family. Sure, our intimacy had slowed. She was exhausted from teaching. I was swamped at work, but I hadn't seen her slipping away. How had I missed her falling for Jack? Monday, I dove into work early, scheduling a lawyer meeting. My old college buddy Mark greeted me at his firm. "You okay, Ethan? Updating your will?" I handed him Claire's papers. His face fell. "I'm so sorry." "Any chance for reconciliation?" "Doubt it," I said. "She's with her boyfriend planning their wedding." Mark scanned the documents. "Her offer's generous guilt, maybe, or she wants this over fast. Sign and it's the best outcome." I signed, bitter but resigned. Back at the office, I updated HR insurance, 401k benefits. The clerk's efficiency told me he'd seen this before. That night, I found Claire had raided our home. Her cosmetics, our china wedding gifts gone. She'd left clothes she no longer wore, our wedding album untouched. It stung worse than anything. She'd erased our life together. I hid for a week, working late, avoiding Willow Creek's whispers. The humiliation of Jack stealing my wife burned, and my helplessness was unbearable. I fantasized about confronting him, but reality grounded me. I hadn't done anything wrong. Why should I hide? Friday, I called Lila. "Hey partner, we've got a match this weekend, right?" Her voice brightened. "Ethan, I wanted to call but figured you needed space." I spilled everything, then asked about Willow Creek. She hesitated. "Your situation's the talk of the town. Jack and Claire are flaunting it at the club. He's boasting he's the better man. She's glued to him like a lovesick teen." My blood boiled. That's disgusting. Lila's voice hardened. "I quit her Pilates class, told her we're done." Her loyalty warmed me. "What's everyone else saying?" "Some avoid them," she said. "Others kiss up to Jack. Most just find it awkward." I resolved to stop hiding. Saturday, I drove to the club, arriving late to dodge gossip. Didn't work. Eyes followed me as I entered. Our mixed doubles captain Sarah rushed over. Ethan, I'm sorry. The other team switched lineups last minute. You and Lila are playing Jack and his partner. My heart sank. Lila appeared face-paling. We don't have to do this, she whispered. Let's skip it. No, I said loud enough for heads to turn. I'm not running from that bastard forever. Let's play. It was a slaughter. My game was off, emotions raw. Jack played like a predator, his shot screaming past us. He taunted me relentlessly. Come on, Ethan hit harder. After a weak return, he sneered, your wife hits harder. Oh, wait, my bad, you don't have a wife. A crowd gathered, Claire among them, cheering Jack's jabs. When he smashed a ball into Lila's shoulder, nearly knocking her down, I lunged toward the net, ready to swing. Lila grabbed me. It's a fair shot, Ethan. I'm fine. I glared at Jack as he faked tying his shoe. Final score 6-2-6, 1. A crushing defeat. At the net, Jack's partner mumbled an apology, but Jack strutted past smirking. Fun game, Ethan. Let's do it again when you're ready to lose more. He sauntered to Claire, kissing her deeply over the fence. Lila pulled me away. He's baiting you. Don't let him win. I collapsed on the bleachers, dousing myself with ice water, shame and rage choking me. That afternoon, I apologized to Lila for my awful play. At home, I showered for ages, letting the water scald my skin. Lying in bed, I burned with resolve. No more insults from Jack or Claire. I'd turn the tables. My old tennis coach's words echoed play to their weaknesses. But how I mulled it over, letting my subconscious chew on it. Sunday, I tackled neglected yard work, exhausting myself into sleep. Monday, a plan crystallized. It'd cost me, but if it worked, it'd be worth every penny. At work, I called our top salesman, Tom. Hey, lunch today, my treat. We met at a dive bar with killer food. After ordering, Tom leaned in. Sorry about you and Claire, man. Thought you guys had it all. So did I said. But that's why I need your help. Off the record, when you wine and dine, big clients ever use escort services? His eyes narrowed. Nah, that's against company policy. I leaned closer. This isn't work, Tom. Personal favor. You know what I mean? His face lit up. Oh, I get it. Rough patch, huh? I know a top-tier service, but their girls are pricey high rollers only. I grinned. Let me worry about the cost. Just hook me up. Over burgers, he spilled details. That afternoon, I reviewed my notes, nerves jangling. Memories of Jack's taunts and Claire's cold exit fueled me. I dialed the number Tom gave. A smooth voice answered. Hello, may I help you? I'd like to speak with Henry Miller, I said, following Tom's script. This is Miller. What are you looking for? Something from the Grove Press. Your name, sir. I gave my real one. Tom had warned they'd verify to dodge cops. Miller asked for my office's main line, not my direct number. Smart. He'd called the switchboard to confirm I was legit. Minutes later, he rang back asking for my cell. For after-hours contact, he explained. Then, businesslike, what can we do for you? I need a special companion for multiple occasions, maybe a month or more. He paused. Unusual, but doable. It'll cost. The quote made me wince, but I swallowed hard. Fine, she has to look like a goddess. He chuckled. Beauty's subjective, but we'll meet your needs. He gave me a secure website username and password warning they'd change post-selection. Payment charged after booking plus a 25% tip expected. I'd be broke if this flopped, but I was all in. At home, I logged into Capricorn Services, their slogan boasting elite clientele. The site's gallery stunned me, women straight out of a magazine. I wondered if they were real or a scam, but Tom's vouch kept me going. A brunette with shoulder-length hair caught my eye. Impulsively, I clicked Serena. A confirmation promised she'd contact me within 24 hours. After entering my card details, the site kicked me out. Curiosity drove me to try again. Username and password rejected. Their security impressed me. If they were this careful, maybe their service was as good as Tom claimed. Tuesday, I was a wreck waiting for Serena's call. At the office, I overheard secretaries hush as I entered the break room. Their pitying glances steeled my resolve I wouldn't stay a victim. After dinner, my phone rang. "Hi, Ethan, this is Serena," a silky voice purred. "I'm excited to meet you." I suggested dinner at the same dive bar far from Willow Creek's prying eyes. She laughed. "I don't think I've had the pleasure of dining there. Looking forward to it." At the bar, dim light set the mood. When Serena walked in, it was like a spotlight hit her. She shook my hand confidently. "Hi, Ethan. Nice to meet you in person." She sat, and I gawked until she teased, "How do I look?" My plan was risky, expensive, and maybe crazy. But as I stared at her, I knew one thing: Jack and Claire wouldn't see it coming.